Hello, sports fans. Welcome to OU softball program brought to you by the Oklahoma Sports Report. I'm Rick Heath, with me Mark Rogers, and we are at Gregory's Sporting Goods in Moore, in the heart of Moore. And Gregory's Sporting Goods has been around since 1981, one of the oldest, probably the oldest sporting goods store in Oklahoma at this present time. And they are flourishing here in Moore, Oklahoma. And you can see behind us the reason why. They have excellent selection of all kinds of goods for your softball team, baseball team, all the rest of it. And speaking of softball, Mark, OU softball team swept Kansas and continues to build their lead in the Big 12. And what an outstanding three-game sweep of number 24, Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas came in, I think, had 22 wins, so that was impressive. I looked at Friday night and saw the score was 14-0 in the fourth inning of that game. So it was a good sweep for them, and big series coming up with Texas.
Well, and Texas coming up, and OSU did everybody a favor in the Big 12. Took 2 out of 3 from Texas at home. So Texas is not quite the potent team that they thought they were earlier in the year. Still a very good team. Should be quite exciting with what's going on with OU going down to Texas. Always a big series at Texas.
I think so. When Texas was rated ahead of OU earlier in the season, I think a complete overreaction to Oklahoma's loss. So OU since then has really kind of taken no prisoners.
Well, you know what? Now, everybody wants a shot at OU. So when they lose, the whole rest of the country piles on and says, oh, they're not as good, let's put them back. Because they're going to go on another 71-game winning streak. It's in the works. So when they get a chance to jump on them, they do it because OU just shrugs them off and goes on, and they're leading the Big 12 by a large margin right now and look to be moving quite handily to the Big 12 championship. But we'll find out more this weekend at Texas. Hey, we're at Gregory Sporting Goods in the heart of Moore. Gregory Sporting Goods been in business since 1981, and you can see why with the great selection of all the things you need for your team. Or if you're looking for an individual player, we have Resilient softball gloves for the young ladies. And we'll be talking to Kevin McGuire about Resilient Glove Company when we come back. Come see Paul at the Mattress Place. He is Sooner born and wants to take care of his fellow Oklahomans. The Mattress Place has a nice queen pillow top mattress starting as low as $2.99 and kings for only $3.99. They carry Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and much more. The Mattress Place has a large selection and fast delivery. Located between Penn and Western on Southwest 59th Street. Buy your groceries in your neighborhood, but buy your mattresses at the Mattress Place.
Oh man, dude, I really wish I could make that. It's National No Pants Day, and that'd be kind of inappropriate.
We actually just had gas station sushi, and you just don't want to chance that.
We're gonna be running tornado drills all day.
I have tickets to see Kenny Rogers. He's what?
Tornado drill.
Your friends are tired of coming up with excuses. Two Fellas Moving Company, saving friendships since 1996.
Wanderfolk Spirits distilled out of Guthrie, Oklahoma. Great line of spirits. They have Wanderfolk Gin, Wanderfolk Vodka, and Old Moses Bourbon. All of these are quality products, and they're distilled right here in Oklahoma. So support Oklahoma business. Ask your favorite restaurant or bar to carry Wanderfolk Spirits. A new wonderful sponsor for the Oklahoma Sports Report, Prohibition Lounge. We were there doing a show not too long ago. What a great place. Great food, great pizzas, great appetizers. Wonderful drink specials each and every night, and they feature women's softball. Whenever women's softball is on TV, the Prohibition Lounge on Main Street in Norman will have it. So if you're a women's softball fan and you want great pizza, great appetizers, good drinks, and TVs all over the place showing women's softball, Prohibition Lounge is where you need to go. Prohibition Lounge on Main Street in Norman. Hi friends. Did you know that over 80 million men and women suffer from hair loss? Well, now there's help. Dr. Victoria Johnson and her staff at Laser Light Skin Clinic are introducing a revolutionary laser hair loss treatment called Alma TED. Alma TED uses a proprietary laser that will help stop hair loss and promote growth. For more information, give Dr. Victoria Johnson and her staff at LaserLight a call and stop hair loss today.
You are the most beautiful creation under the sun. Daily Gemformations. You are going to make Table 14 so happy. And you are being taken away.
All right. At Neighborhood Jam, you deserve breakfast as beautiful as you. So start the day right with scratch-made favorites, morning or midday, every day. Treat yourself to Neighborhood Jam.
You're gonna taste just as good tomorrow.
Oh man, dude, I really wish I could make that. It's National No Pants Day, and that'd be kind of inappropriate.
We actually just had gas station sushi, and you just don't want to chance that.
We're gonna be running tornado drills, like tornado drills all day.
I have tickets to see Kenny Rogers. He's what?
Tornado drill, tornado drill.
Your friends are tired of coming up with excuses. Two Fellas Moving Company, saving friendships since 1996.
Wanderfolk Spirits distilled out of Guthrie, Oklahoma. Great line of spirits. They have Wanderfolk Gin, Wanderfolk Vodka, and Old Moses Bourbon. All of these are quality products, and they're distilled right here in Oklahoma. So support Oklahoma business. Ask your favorite restaurant or bar to carry Wanderfolk Spirits. And welcome back. OU Softball Show brought to you by Oklahoma Sports Report. Mark Rogers, Rick Heath, and joining us right now, Kevin McGuire of Resilient Glove Company. And I happen to have one of your gloves right here. And what a nice glove. And lots of young ladies are looking for this. And you have a young lady helping you with these gloves.
Yes, sir. We have Tiare Jennings, OU shortstop, three-time All-American, helping us out. We have her as an ambassador because we felt like she is such a great role model for the young girls, in addition to being an exceptional softball player. This glove that she designed with us, something that's that we really appreciated and that we wanted her to be able to share, is she has this God is good message on here. She has this Polynesian tribal print. That we were able. That's what this detail indicates. Also, we were able to get her Tiare Jennings signature, as well as we've got her flower,
Very cool.
Tiare flower on the palm here. And then something that's really special about this glove that nobody else has, that we have a patent on, is this system we call the Goldilocks. There's so many girls, their hands are smaller than the boys, and so over the years they've pretty much played with a hand-me-down baseball glove that's a little bit bigger than they want. So we have this system here that tightens down, ratchets down on their...
That fits the back of their hand and makes the glove snug.
Makes it fit like a glove's supposed to fit.
Well, there you go.
And,
that's a unique feature, as well as the top quality leather that's made out of.
Yes, our gloves are all 100% leather, no PVC. So we're trying to give the girls really high quality softball gloves and for them. And we felt like there was a void in the market for the amount of softball gloves. And so we're really excited to be getting this into, stores such as Gregory's. And they're just doing really well. So.
Well, I mean, not only do, the collegiate players like Tiare doing it, but I mean, even the littler girls in the younger leagues are needing that. And that's what's so unique about this system, the closing system I like, is that the littler girls will be able to have that glove on their hand and fit very snugly so that they feel more comfortable in feeling the ball.
That's exactly right.
Now, if I could just do the same, I mean, that would help me a bunch. Mark, you're an old ball player.
Well, I don't know about the left-handed part of that, but anyway, the gloves are really cool. You guys got a great selection of them here too at Gregory's. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we just, we worked with Grace Lyons last year, and she was a part of this.
Right.
Another big-time Sooner great, and so we're very fortunate and blessed to be able to be have those young ladies be a part of Resilient, and we just look forward to. So much fun to go to a stadium and see young girls, wearing your gloves.
Local company too, right?
Yes.
That's great, Kevin. Congratulations on getting that out there. Congratulations to having Tiara Jennings as a ambassador for your glove, because there's not much that she hasn't already set as far as standards for play at OU and for the nation. So congratulations on that, and congratulations on that. And Gregory Sporting Good here in the heart of Moore has a large selection of these wonderful, resilient softball gloves. So you'll come by and take a look at Gregory Sporting Goods in Moore. Come see Paul at the Mattress Place. He is Sooner born and wants to take care of his fellow Oklahomans. The Mattress Place has a nice queen pillow top mattress starting as low as $2.99 and kings for only $3.99. They carry Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and much more. The Mattress Place has a large selection and fast delivery. Located between Penn and Western on Southwest 59th Street. Buy your groceries in your neighborhood, but buy your mattresses at the Mattress Place. A new wonderful sponsor for the Oklahoma Sports Report, Prohibition Lounge. We were there doing a show not too long ago. What a great place. Great food, great pizzas, great appetizers, wonderful drink specials each and every night, and they feature women's softball. Whenever women's softball is on TV, the Prohibition Lounge on Main Street in Norman will have it. So if you're a women's softball fan and you want great pizza, great appetizers, good drinks, and TVs all over the place showing women's softball, Prohibition Lounge is where you need to go. Prohibition Lounge on Main Street in Norman.
You are the most beautiful creation under the sun. Daily Informations. You are going to make Table 14 so happy. And you are
Being taken away. All right. At Neighborhood Jam, you deserve breakfast as beautiful as you. So start the day right with scratch-made favorites, morning or midday, every day. Treat yourself to Neighborhood Jam.
You're gonna taste just as good tomorrow.
Oh man, dude, I really wish I could make that. It's National No Pants Day, and that'd be kind of inappropriate.
We actually just had gas station sushi, and you just don't want to chance that.
We're gonna be running tornado drills all day.
I have tickets to see Kenny Rogers. He's what?
Tornado drill.
Your friends are tired of coming up with excuses. Two Fellas Moving Company, saving friendships since 1996.
Wander Folk Spirits distilled out of Guthrie, Oklahoma. Great line of spirits. They have Wander Folk Gin, Wander Folk Vodka, and Old Moses Bourbon. All of these are quality products, and they're distilled right here in Oklahoma. So support Oklahoma business. Ask your favorite restaurant or bar to carry Wander Folk Spirits. Come see Paul at the Mattress Place. He is Sooner born and wants to take care of his fellow Oklahomans. The Mattress Place has a nice queen pillow top mattress starting as low as $2.99 and kings for only $3.99. They carry Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and much more. The Mattress Place has a large selection and fast delivery. Located between Penn and Western on Southwest 59th Street. Buy your groceries in your neighborhood, but buy your mattresses at the Mattress Place. Hi friends, did you know that over 80 million men and women suffer from hair loss? Well, now there's help. Dr. Victoria Johnson and her staff at Laser Light Skin Clinic are introducing a revolutionary laser hair loss treatment called Alma TED. Alma TED uses a proprietary laser that will help stop hair loss and promote growth. For more information, give Dr. Victoria Johnson and her staff at Laser Light a call and stop hair loss today. And welcome back. OU Softball Show brought to you by Oklahoma Sports Report. Mark Rogers, Rick Heath from Gregory Sporting Goods. And available only at Gregory Sporting Goods, this beautiful Tiara Jennings number 23 shirt for all the ladies, young ladies out there that would like a Tiara Jennings shirt. It's only available here at Gregory Sporting Goods. It's a beautiful design, and what a world model for the young ladies to be able to aspire to. Speaking of which,
Okay.
OU softball team leads the nation. I got to get this. This is too good not to repeat. In batting average. They also lead in fielding percentage, on base percentage, scoring margin, the least amount of errors, the total walks, win percentage, and the longest winning streak. Remember we talked about 71?
Okay, right.
Well, it's 16 plus now.
16 plus.
16 plus. So, I mean, you can see why OU is dominating a lot of these games is because, I mean, you lead and they're third in the nation in team ERA. So with the batting averages like that and a productive lineup plus great pitching, you can see why OU's on track to be, a chance to repeat for a four-peat.
Jada Coleman's the National Player of the Week also this past week. So
good luck. She went 10 for 16 against Kansas. She had 3 home runs and was actually 7 of 9 for in the 7 out of 9 at bats.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so that'll get you National Player of the Week honor. So yeah, OU's picked back up where they left off before that loss to Louisiana for sure.
Well, and the beauty of it is when they're going into Texas, they're on a confidence high. They're playing at a high level. Jada Coleman is back in the leadoff spot. Tiara Jennings is number 2. And then Alyssa Brito and Kinsey Hansen. Those 4 have over a 600 on-base percentage. I mean, so you're going to score right off the bat and put the other team, behind the softball, so to speak.
Right. Well, and they've got a nice mix of veterans and they've got a nice mix of younger players too. So there's some freshmen that are really contributing on this team.
They've got 2 freshmen that are the growth of this program. I mean, they're just grooming them to get right back into the lineup. Ella Parker and is just hitting the ball. She's at almost 400. So it's a great mix. They lead the nation in hitting and fielding. I mean, that's kind of like the Thunder having the offense and defense that they have. I mean, it's hard to beat when you lead the league in fielding and batting average.
And they had maybe a little bit of fielding issues early in the season, and so it's good to see that those have been corrected.
Well, okay, so I have to admit, I was at the Louisiana game, and it was my fault that they had 3 errors from their best 3 players. Yes. Mm-hmm. So I've been banned. Patty's called and said, stay away. We will pay you to just stay away so we can keep this going here, because when I show up, it seems like they make errors. But anyway, it's a great season so far. I wish nothing but the best, and I hope they come out 3-0 against Texas this weekend.
Should be able to do that.
I hope that. Hey, we're at Gregory Sporting Goods in the heart of Moore. Gregory Sporting Goods been in business since 1981, and you can come here and get the Resilient Glove from the Resilient Glove Company. Kevin McGuire and his company offering those wonderful gloves for young ladies coming up, and we'll be right back after this. And welcome back to Gregory Sporting Goods. Mark Rogers, Rick Heath, the Oklahoma Sports Report. Now we're going to switch gears and play with a different ball, Mark. A little bit bigger ball, one that fits a little bit better in my hand than the softball. Thunder basketball. Thunder basketball. What a remarkable, remarkable run. Speaking of remarkable runs, OU women's softball, Thunder basketball. Oklahoma fans should be spoiled. I mean, the people in Oklahoma that are sports fans, you got the number 1 softball team. You've got a great football tradition, of course. But the Thunder are now back in the playoffs for the 12th time in the 16 years of existence.
Yeah, they clinched that spot and are right in the middle of the race for the top spot in the Western Conference, which I think they've got a really good chance to do. The schedule is tough. They're on this road trip right now. You worry a little bit about J-Dub's ankle and SGA's thigh, that it has just continued to bother him over the last couple of weeks and causing him to miss some games. And so he doesn't really look like himself, and so you can see the limp noticeably on the court. The number 1 thing over the next couple of weeks, regardless of where they finish 1, 2, or 3 in the standings, will be making sure SGA is healthy.
Well, and I think that's the primary importance, as you said. I mean, they've already clinched the top 3. So it doesn't matter, and I don't think that the Thunder look at it and go, well, we want to have a matchup with so-and-so.
It's impossible to game those matchups because you only control whether you win or lose, not what happens in the other end of the standings, too.
Well, I think you're right. I mean, the number 1 priority is to get everybody healthy and rested before the playoffs.
Oklahoma City, I think, again, the Lakers have given them problems in the regular season. Oklahoma City's won the last 2 against New Orleans. They've won all 3 against Phoenix this year. They lost 2 at Sacramento earlier in the season, that they did bounce back to beat them once here in Oklahoma City. So I think it doesn't matter. If they play the Lakers, it's going to be a challenge. But I still like the Thunder's chances against any of those teams.
I think that, in a 7-game series, that the youth and the exuberance of which the Thunder play with. The Lakers are an older team, and if they play in a 7-game series, Lakers are going to get theirs, but they may only get 3.
Well, I hope you're right on the forecasting, but I do think that youthful exuberance sometimes can be a problem in the playoffs because things slow down and the whistle changes a little bit.
The whistle's already changed.
The whistle is changing. Yeah. They're not getting as many calls.
Nobody's getting as many calls.
That's right.
Somebody like, even, and Steph Curry's not even getting calls. And he was, you know who the only guy is that's still getting calls? LeBron.
Jalen Brunson got a few calls the other night too. So, but I think, we'll see if this is a uncharted territory for Oklahoma City. This group hasn't been to the playoffs. They did play in the play-in games last year, but a 7-game series and how they adjust, and Mark Daigneault, how he coaches.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Be curious.
Strength, weakness, being a first-year playoff coach.
I think that the game does change. It's not necessarily like the regular season. Daigneault has done, there's some things I think are his strengths. He's really good with out-of-bounds plays. The Thunder all the time do some pretty impressive things that way.
Well, the other night when they got SGA the shot that won the game against the Knicks.
Yeah, that one seemed like pretty simple. And, hey, we're just going to get it inbounds to SGA and have him do something ridiculous with an acrobatic shot. But
that's a call.
Yeah, definitely. And Josh Giddey's had a couple of those really good inbounds passes at the end of games this year.
Now, to go back to that play with SGA, they did say afterwards that the first option was what they got the layup with the other day. Right before that, with Wiggins coming off that high screen, but the Knicks, covered that, which gave them the ideal situation one-on-one with SGA.
Yeah, and only 2.1 seconds. He hit a tough shot. I think Daigneault's really good at that, and Daigneault's been good, I think, this season, trying to figure out rotationally who he wants, mixing up starters and minutes at times when guys have been out.
Well, and I love the fact that he's not set. Yep. He's reading the game as the game develops. I love that. So many old school, Scotty Brooks and Donovan were all, it's at the 8-minute mark. We're subbing in, you know, and that's not always what happens or who happens. One day, Wiggins doesn't even play. 2 games later, he's the MVP of the game.
I like it when Wiggins plays. I think, and he got the start against the Suns last week. I think that's important to keep him invested, especially after he did not play, got the DNP in the game before.
How do you sit down on the end of the bench going, Coach, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. Don't forget about me. I'm here. But he plays. He has such an impact in a game. There is nobody on the team, besides SGA and the starters and all that continuously makes the right play each and every time down the court.
Yeah, I love his game. It's well-rounded, like you said, and he doesn't hurt them in any aspect.
And hey, we got Josh Giddey playing better, which helps. Lou Dort still being a bulldog on defense. Chet needs to come back around a little bit. I think he's starting to feel a little bit out of sorts. He's not himself. I think he needs to realize, hey, I'm Chet Holmgren, and I can go get a shot whenever I want to.
Yeah, I think that's the difference in those two guys right now is Giddey got back on the ball some, and he's playing with great confidence, and the teams are not going to be able to zone the Thunder and just let him stand out there and shoot. I think that's really a big plus for Oklahoma City, and Chet's confidence as a rookie is kind of up and down, and that can happen when you're a young player in the NBA.
Well, and everybody says, well, in the playoffs, you shorten your rotation. I'm not so sure that's going to happen. They're getting contributions from 10 people. Now, who do you sit? We don't want to sit Wiggins. You don't want to sit, Kenrich is an integral part of it. Jay Will has been, he's been coming in and helping when Chet's kind of feeling down. So those are players that, and Isaiah Joe is your spark off the bench.
He's starting to shoot better. He had shot poorly the 1st of March, and so that's a really good part. The bench is playing a little bit better right now. I think playoffs dictated by matchups. A team that has a lot of size, then that might have to change who Oklahoma City has. You know, they're going to need rebounding in the playoffs, and so I think the players that do a good job on the boards are going to be the guys that get out there.
Well, we'll find out more about that, but we know one thing. We are at Gregory's Sporting Goods in Moore, in the heart of Moore, and you got to come here. They've been in business since 1981. Come in if you need a team needs or an individual needs. Come to Gregory's Sporting Goods in Moore. That's going to do it for this week's show. We'll see you next time on the Oklahoma Sports Report.